I think you can take it off.
Oh, like the intercom? I don't know, it's like always plugged in
Oh,
with
no, I don't
continuity of
think that's true.
conservation, and I guess there's somebody that's in the planning board that always has to
Oh, yeah.
like call in.
These comments.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I would look at that too.
Oh.
Nice. All right.
So is family relation to representation a reason to?
All right, I'm gonna call the meeting to order for September 10th, Newmarket Planning Board meeting. Please join me in saying the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Are there any public comments on anything that's not on the agenda? Hearing none, I close the public comment at 7:02. Minutes, July 9th, 2019. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the July 9th minutes? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Abstain.
You're gonna abstain? Yep. August 13th minutes, is there a motion? Oh, wait a minute, do we have, yeah, we have 4, right? Val, Jamie, Ted, and Gretchen. Yeah,
We
okay.
had a quorum for the meeting.
Yeah, so, okay, yep.
Yeah.
Is there a motion to accept the,
So moved.
is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion, comments? All right, hearing none, no, that's fine. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Abstain.
I'm gonna abstain. Jane, you're gonna abstain?
So is Bill.
Motion passes 4-0. On to regular business. Consideration of appointment for Thomas Howard. That is gonna be continued until our next meeting, as I understand he just underwent some surgery.
October 8th.
Yes. Yes. So next on the agenda is 77 Hersey Lane, Walter Cheney Chinburg Builders. Continuation of a public hearing for an application for a special use review of an open space single-family subdivision on a 12-acre lot. The lot is located at Hersey Lane, tax map R4, lot 3 in the R2 zone. I have a request from Christian Smith of Beals Associates, a representative, to continue the meeting to October 8th. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Continue to the October 8th meeting. Next is the Mazaran Group LLC, public hearing for an application for major site plan review regarding 2 additions to an existing building, 12,610 square feet and 11,000 square feet with new parking and access drives. The lot is located at 5 Forbes Road, tax map R3, lot 9-3 in the B2 zone. This one I have a letter from Paige Libby from Jones and Beach requesting a continuation until the October 8th planning board meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes unanimously. It's October 8th. I'm just going to take this out of order real quickly, because I know James Maston is here. But Skyfall LLC, Eric Potts, public hearing for an application for site plan regarding a 32-foot by 12-foot addition of 1 garage bay to the right side of the current building. The lot is located at 82 Exeter Road, tax map U4, lot 2-2 in the B1 zone. I have a email from Eric Potts himself requesting a continuation until the October meeting. Is there a motion? Continuation to October 8th. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And next is on to James Maston, public hearing for an application for subdivision at 6 and 8 Elder Street, tax map U2, lot 170, R3 zone. The proposal is to convert the existing duplex apartment units into condominiums. Diane, is this application substantially complete?
Yes, I reviewed his checklist and everything is equal.
Okay.
So I recommend that it be accepted.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to accept the application for technical review on 6 to 8 Elder Street, tax map U2, lot 170, in the R3 zone to convert the existing duplex apartment units into condominiums.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Now we'll open up the public hearing, and I see Mr. Maston's representative is here. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the board. My name is FX Bruton. I'm with Bruton and Barabee in Dover, and we're representing Mr. Maston tonight. This is a straightforward application in Dover, where I have my office in Portsmouth. They wouldn't even review condo subdivisions, but a lot of towns like Newmarket do, so that's why we're here. We're happy to be here. It's pretty straightforward. It's a duplex existing on Elder Drive, and the property is about 9,000 square feet. The duplex is did I not say that right? Anyway, it's about over 9,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the property's been owned by Mr. Maston for about 21 years. Basically, the utilities were separated in anticipation of turning this into a condex, and when we do that, the condominium will have a unit, and it will also have limited common area. That's depicted on the plan that you have. That plan will be used as an exhibit for a declaration of condominium, where the requirements of the New Hampshire condominium law will be satisfied through that declaration, as well as bylaws will be created so that the two unit owners will have rules, if you will, with respect to how to operate the condominium. The town planner did ask that we submit those documents to the town attorney for review. We're happy to do so. And they're already prepared, so we're certainly willing to have that as a condition of approval. Do you have any questions?
Anybody have any questions? Go ahead, Val.
Can you explain the encroachment on the westerly side of the property? How are you dealing with that?
Well, I see it there.
Maybe we'll come in the shed.
It looks like a shed, right?
Yeah, it's a shed. Do you have any input on that?
The shed would be on the other side,
Is it gonna
be
be
on
moved?
one side.
Some of the documents have.
It's an old shed.
Jimmy, hold on a minute. If you're gonna talk, you have to come up here, though.
Yeah, sure.
We're not talking about the shed on this property. We're talking about a butter's shed.
Yeah, so the other shed, I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Well,
People at home wanna hear you talk, Jimmy.
I don't know, that's the shed to my neighbor to the right, if that, we have a fence up that's separating that, but maybe it got surveyed and it's,
So there's no plans to ask them to remove the shed or anything
No.
at this point?
no, and in fact, what I would suggest is the property owner, before submitting the declaration, can provide a letter of permission to allow the shed to exist there, and that would clarify that.
that would be Alex that owns that property.
And then, does the shed that's on limited common area unit 6, is that shed in the, see it's it's in your setback you're showing for the building, but isn't there a reduced setback for sheds?
This shed, right here, that's an existing shed. Is that gonna stay?
So that shed would be my shed on the other side. I'd still own the other side. But plans to take it out, it's old.
You're planning to remove it?
Plan to remove it, yeah.
Maybe we could just put a note on the plan.
Yep,
Sure.
sure.
Couple of things. So, along with that,
You can say, yeah.
along with the shed, looks like, the fences along three sides of your boundary may be different than where you thought your boundary was.
Yeah.
Have you had any conversations with your neighbors on that, about that?
Jim Cole.
Hey,
You wanna come on up?
no, come on up.
Come on up.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's Jim Cole behind me. Me and him discussed putting a fence up that goes behind the property.
So,
The
have you
other
seen it on the
fence-
plan where that fence is relative to where your property line is?
The Foss, it's encroaching on the Foss property.
It's encroaching on
Oh,
the
yeah,
property.
they put that there, that fence. I didn't put that side up.
I wasn't actually talking about Foss, I was talking about Coles.
Yeah, Jim
Well, you
Cole,
were-
Jim Cole put that fence up.
Okay,
That
so
goes
that's
between
onto your property, I'm guessing
Move that here.
a few feet?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, there's gonna be new form of ownership, new owners coming in. And I understand that fence is not the property line.
Yeah, it's not, again, we can,
It's not an encroachment, it's on there.
How is it not an
It's the
encroachment?
abutters, that's the abutters fence, not his fence.
Where does it say it's the abutters?
It doesn't, Jim just said that.
I mean, with our agreement to put it up there, it got blown down by one of the storms and we put a new one up.
Encroachments aren't limited to buildings.
Okay.
So,
So if we
there's,
do
there's three
adjustment-
fences that look along three of your boundaries that look like they're just, everybody should be aware that those are not along the lot lines.
right.
I noticed you didn't notice that the shed wasn't, so I just wanted to
Yeah.
call that out to
Yeah.
make sure you understood that on the fence.
Yeah, and again, this plan will be used as part
It'll
of
go
the,
on record.
yeah,
Yep.
and it'll also go in the purchase and sale agreement for the units.
So I have another question here.
Go ahead.
How are the unit boundaries defined in this condominium?
The unit boundaries are defined in the declaration by the exterior walls. The excess area is limited common area, either for unit 6 or unit 5.
All right,
Unit 6 and unit 8.
8, excuse me, getting old, can't see.
you may want to identify that on the plan.
I thought we did, and if we have limited common area for that unit on both of those, so we could,
Is that the UDL on page 2?
Yeah, I don't see unit boundaries on your plan. Your plan indicates that the dividing line that goes between the lots is the unit division line, and I don't think that's your intent.
no, that's the, well, the unit, that would be one of the boundaries of a unit, and we can clarify that, but the limited common area would be the area in excess of the unit divided by that line.
Okay, so maybe just some notes to make it clear for the new owners.
Yeah.
Where the unit boundary
Yeah,
is.
and what we'll do is that's a good point. We'll add another note to this right on that area where the unit boundaries are.
And right now, the dimensions are like interior bath and stuff, which you can probably get rid of all of those
Mhm.
and just dimension the unit boundary instead.
Yep,
So should the limited common area boundary also be a meet bound?
we don't typically do that for limited common area, particularly like most LCAs are like porches and things like that. So we don't typically do that but in this case,
We're really dividing
You-
the lot.
right, but you're gonna have, in essence, in the front and the back and the side, you actually have the legal description there.
So maybe,
Because it comes to a point,
maybe on your site plan, that, I'll call it the dividing line of the LCAs.
Yeah.
Maybe there could be a bearing and distance put on that
Yeah,
line.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because what you don't have is the distance of that, of the actual unit boundary.
Right, and that's,
But you need to close the loop.
that's right, and so we're gonna put as a note to this plan, we're gonna put the notation where the unit boundaries are.
on plan
And-
one.
Yeah, on,
And
on the
their
site plan.
dimensions, and probably should put their area as well,
The what?
the area.
Area of
So the area of the
Oh,
limited
yeah,
common,
yeah.
that's not on the plans
It's
right
in
now.
the, I think it's in the floor plans, but we can add it to the site plan.
Yeah, it may not be, but,
Yeah, you have the
It
floor
is-
areas,
it
not
is
the
on-
LCA areas.
it,
Okay,
That's fine.
so just a couple little
yep,
Well,
labels.
especially for the tax records, they're gonna wanna know that area.
yeah, I agree. And my understanding was on the floor plans, but we can certainly add it.
Yeah, if you look at the floor plans, the upper right
Yeah,
corner,
they have the,
they break down the,
Right,
Just the floor plan, it's not the area.
that's correct.
they have the
Yep.
Right.
right,
And
but
then-
that will define the size of the unit.
yes.
But we can put it on the site plan as well.
And then
Both of those will be recorded, the floor plan and the site plan will be recorded.
Lastly, there should be a tie between the unit boundary and the perimeter boundary.
I agree with that. We'll do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a quick question, if I may.
Go ahead.
On page 2, unless I'm reading it wrong, is the pantry mislabeled and that's the bathroom?
Let me get that out.
It just seemed funny I didn't see a bathroom on that
It
floor.
wouldn't even matter.
No, but I guess I'm just curious, if this is like the record,
Yeah, I mean-
Kitchen is remodeled, it's a new pantry to the left of the bathroom.
but is there no bathroom on that first floor?
Yeah, no, it's a bathroom, full bathroom.
Let me see that.
There's a,
Where
there's
is
a
it?
bath right here,
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah, there's 2 baths on each first floor.
I don't have one here.
Probably just as easy to get rid of all those
It's a different
labels.
plan.
That's a whole different plan than that.
What's the number on that plan?
Can I show you the plan?
She may have, a month ago, there was a different application.
Or maybe that's what it is. I'm
Look
sorry,
at the
I just thought maybe it was labeled wrong.
That
and-
was last month's
Last month,
application,
okay.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I understand, Bill, your point in terms of the labels as well.
It just confused, it's
Yep.
adding information that,
It's not necessary. I agree.
Any other questions or comments? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the application as submitted,
Subject to the
subject to the,
Comments. comments, yep. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it unanimously.
Well, thank you very much for your input. It's very helpful. And we'll get that to the planner, and I think we should be all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
you.
Can you imagine the mess these condo plans are once we take over?
Oh,
wait, I don't know what that meant.
That's why we'll do 'em.
That would've gone on record.
All righty. So,
Everybody thinks condos easy, it's not.
No, you know, worry about the next guy that's trying to figure out where this round is.
now we're on to new old business. Impact fees. I have to admit that I have been negligent on the impact fees. I have not looked at the information Diane sent out. Yeah. I would prefer to continue it unless somebody has a objection, but I would like to also add that, I will make sure I look at it and get any comments to Diane ahead of time. I'd like everybody else to do the same, so we can have a productive meeting.
So, we might wanna bring that together with when we do have the joint meeting with the town council, but I don't think that's even been scheduled yet. Okay, I was gonna talk about that.
I thought it was automatically every September.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be, but it hasn't been scheduled.
There has been a meeting scheduled, but it's been with the school board.
Well, also
the
they,
26th of
I mean,
We should
September.
just
do you
show
wanna
up.
talk about that?
Let's hold, let's
Yeah.
just hold on. So
Yeah.
impact fees, we'll talk about the next month. Chairman's report, the only thing I have to report is that I'm negligent on that. I apologize to everybody. Committee reports, let's start, anybody down on the right side have any committee reports? Left side, Gretchen, go ahead.
Alright, so just to recap, the joint meeting with the town council has not been scheduled yet. There was a thinking that it would be in September again, like it was last year. But I think the council would like to do that after the work with the consultant for the economic development is completed, which I think may have been wrapped up already. I haven't checked yet, no? Okay, that's still continuing.
No, but we had a meeting with them last week, and
Yes.
the idea was that we would have another meeting and then present the results of their research at the joint meeting to at least give everybody on the, both committees an update.
So even though it didn't happen in September, I think it's gonna work out, so,
Okay.
and from that perspective, so.
Okay, great, thank you, Gretchen. Anybody else? Diane, planners
Yeah.
report?
At the last meeting, I reported that, we had received some, funding, through the Stratford Regional Planning Commission, through the SRPC Source Water Protection Grant, which is a grant that they have been awarded from the Department of Environmental Services. And, we did hear back from the representative from that department, and let me just kind of paraphrase, Kyle Pimentel sent me an email, basically saying that, he heard back from Pierce Rebroad yesterday, that the state supports the proposal. They just wanna make sure we cover development trends and emerging threats to long-term drinking water supplies within the context of the chapter update. And they were assured that, the scope of work, which I believe you all got a copy of at the last minute meeting, would incorporate that idea. There's also gonna be an MOU, a memorandum of understanding signed between the state and town and the regional planning commission. And, Kyle indicates that it would be helpful for them if we could get into the minutes this evening that our board, the planning board, expresses support for the chapter update, and the need to address development trends and emerging contaminants to drinking water. And he's also suggesting that, a time be set up in October, perhaps at the October 9th meeting, or 8th meeting, sorry, that we, have a kickoff meeting with the board, and the regional planning commission people will be there or here to introduce the project. I received that from Kyle this afternoon, 4:15.
Any thoughts from anybody? I'm certainly okay with that. I support
Absolutely.
the idea of going through the chapter, updating the chapter. I'll reserve judgment on what comes out of it, but I certainly support going through it and
So I'll make a motion that the, Newmarket Planning Board pursue, working with, SRP on the update to the water resource chapter of the master plan, and to include the scope of work outline in Amy Madison's August 13th, 2019 memo, with the addition of an inclusion of development trends and long-term threats to the drinking water supplies within the town.
is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, Diane?
October 5th, I believe, was the date that was scheduled for the planning conference,
Oh, yes, I saw
which
that.
is a Saturday. And I just wanted to remind people, if they haven't already signed up and would like to do so. And we do have money in our planning budget for the planning board members to attend, to include Chair, there you go, October 5th. We'll cover registration as well as travel costs. And it would be a good session for any new members that wanna kind of be brought up to speed on what the role of the planning board is and all the great things that we do.
She said with a smile on her face.
Do, really good things.
Thank you. Any other
Certainly will.
some comments? Without Janice here, I don't know who to turn to. Jane?
second it.
Make a
I make a
motion.
motion we adjourn.
What did we?
Ellen,
Any-
did you wanna say anything more about the master plan
Not
update tonight? Okay.
Very good, that's all.
She made a motion, is there a second?